Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say, and it'll help you some sunny day to be a simple kind of man. Hello, welcome to another episode of our live stream, My Journey to the Trinity. My name is Hussein. Happy to be with you. Happy you could be with me. I know this is impromptu live stream. I just got off work way too late. But yeah, I got I was just looking at this verse of the Quran, and if perchance ever I got a chance to talk to our friend Muhammad Hijab. uh, I'd like to ask him about this verse. Um, this verse is about uh, it's about paradise. It's the Islamic paradise, and let me just put it on the screen here. It's the Islamic paradise, and it says they will be a multitude from earlier generations. Okay. They're the ones, Ulaika al Mukarrabun, those who are close to Allah, foremost in paradise, and the ones nearest to Allah, in the garden of bliss, fi Jannat al-Na'im. There will be a multitude from earlier generations. Dhalla min al-awwalin, earlier generations, and a few from later generations. Qalil, akharin. All will be on jeweled thrones, so they're going to have really fancy chairs. Okay, ala surar molduna. Let's see what that word means. Decorated. Surar means like throne, chairs. Muttaqin alayha muttaqabbalin, reclining face to face. They will be waited on by eternal youths. Yatuf alayhum wuldan, and it's not just youths, it's boys. See the translation there? They want to kind of, clean it up a little bit, but it's boys. Mukhalladun, eternally young little boys, with cups and pitchers to drink of pure wine and flowing stream. And here's the question. La yuzda'un anha willa yanzafun. They will not get a headache, nor will they bleed. Now, the word yanzifun, it's a well-known word in Arabic, and it does not mean get drunk. It means to bleed. Yanzif, and I can show it to you in the Bible. In the Quran, it's used twice in the Quran. It's used here, and let me see if I can find the other place where it's used. Very sad that you got to look up words like this, but this is the Quran. Okay, it's in two places, only two places in the Quran where this word is used. It's this one, and then in 34:7, same 34:47. It will neither harm them nor will they be intoxicated by it. La fiha ghul wala hum anha yanzifun. Again, it's the word yanzifun means to bleed. And it's used twice in the Quran. Now, I have not found this word nazif, yinzaf, which means to bleed in the Quran, except for in these two verses. Okay, and now the word is very. It's not some kind of hidden word that they don't use or anything. It's a very common word. Like udrubuhunna is a very common word. Udrub is a very common word, and salah is a very common word. And they always try to say it doesn't mean what it means, but I think it means what it means. Anha yunzafun. They don't bleed. Now, why would the Quran do this? Put this word here. Okay. وعندهم قاصرات الطرف عين. And they have young girls. Okay, طرف عين. Okay. كأنهم بيض مكنون, like they were pristine pearls. So I just wanted to look at this word. Okay, they say this word yanzifun means being drunk, intoxicated. No matter who it is. Let just we've done this before, and I'm sorry if I'm boring you with this, but it's just that it's very Islam awakened. It's very important that we understand what the Quran is trying to say. And the word yanzif, if you speak Arabic, is very well known. You know, it's okay, where's the other one? 3747. Let's look at 3747 first. Thing about this is that they has the Quran in all these different languages. I mean, all these different English translations. And sometimes they'll have something, they'll get it right. Okay, let's look at it together here, see if we can see this. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, no headiness will be in it. They will not get drunk. They will not be made mad. Intoxicated, exhausted, intoxicated, intoxicated. They will not, nor will they become drunk, nor will they be exhausted, intoxicating, nor get drunk, no hangover, intoxicated, tired, inebriated, intoxicated, stupefied. You know, none of them translated correctly, which is that they will not bleed. Okay? They will not become giddy. Drained. Their mind drained. Now you see right here, their mind drained. Exhausted. You know, this guy right here, you know what he's trying to do? The drained. He's trying to give that impression that their mind is slowly slipping away, type of a thing. Because of the concept of bleeding, because the word is bleeding, it's not intoxicated, headache, exhausted, tired, lose their balance, deprived of intellectual faculties. Again, it's like the losing, you know, like bleeding idea of it. Inebriated, drunk, befuddled, exhausted. Yay. Okay, guys. Now we did find one that said it right. Food drum. Wow. It says there will be no headache in it, nor will they bleed from it. Okay. Nor will they bleed. See, the bleeding. Now, who is the one bleeding? Wow, there's actually one that says it correctly. There's actually one that said it correctly. See, just so you guys see that I know if you read Arabic, if you know Arabic, then you know what it means. You know what it says. Okay. Yanzafun. Okay. You know the Arabic, you know what it's saying, but all the all of the English translations, except for this one. This is the only one that said it correctly. Look at this, running out of it. Nor are they running out of it. Stupefaction. Nor will they lose consciousness. Intoxication. Faculties exhausted will be exhausted, intoxication, nor they tire, be intoxicated. Okay, out of 80, one of them had it correctly, and it said to bleed. Okay, and now let's just look at 36:7. Let me just let's look at 56:17. 56:17. Just one look at you, started to leave. Okay, 56:17. 78 translation. See if any of them get it right. Oh, okay. I think it's 18. These are about the immortal boys. 56:18. Oh, I think it's 19. 56:19. 78 translations. Let's see if any of them have it right. Not make them drunk, madness, intoxication, exhausted, intoxicated, dull their senses, intoxicated, stupefaced. All of them. Look at this. Lose their senses, exhausted, illness. Another rated Yenzif, hemorrhaging Yenzif. Yeah. Nazif means, yeah, it refers to excessive bleeding, flow of blood, yeah, to hemorrhage. See, let me just show you this. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's very clear in the Arabic what it means, but all of the English translations are lying. Drunkenness therewith. Let's see if they will not get bored. Rashad Khalifa, he's the one who was killed. Remember Rashad Khalifa? He was the one who was killed in Arizona and intoxicated, exhausted, killed by Muslims, by the way. Lose their senses, intoxicated, get bored, stupefaction, nonsense, intoxication, disturbed, dimmed, fails the sense, take away the reason. Aha! Here, Fodra drum. I don't know who this guy is, man. Nor will they suffer headaches, nor do they bleed. Now this, they get it right. Fode drum. Fode drum. I don't know what this is. This is some kind of French or something. It's the only one that translates it correctly. Interesting. The only one that translates it correctly. All the others are afraid. But you know what? Just judging by the way things go with controversial things in Islam, I bet you in a few years they're not going to be ashamed of this anymore. And they're going to just translate it correctly. You know, and hello. Hey, when's your next stream? No, when's your next stream? Hey, God bless you. All right. Hey, Truth Defender, L is here. Hey, why don't you guys come up, man? You can springboard off the I. Oh, God bless you, L. God bless you. Thanks for coming on. Truth Defender, stop running. He's on a treadmill. I'm Oz. I'm in Oz. God bless you guys. Wow. God bless you. Thank you. Yes. Well, one thing I wanted to do today is, the way they translate this word yemzifun is that it means drunkenness, but there is a word in Arabic that means drunkenness, and it's tiskar or sakran. In Arabic, the word is sakran or tiskar, sakara. And so that word is in the Quran. The word drunk is in the Quran. And so that's what I want to show, that the Quran does know the difference between bleed and drunk. Okay? And so that is what I want to look at. I want to look in the Quran at the word drunk, tiskar. Okay? I'm actually going to put just the word drunk. Okay? Because and then show you the Arabic word for drunk. I'm going to put this up, make it bigger here so you guys can see it. Decisions. Okay, intoxicants. الذين آمنوا إن خمر. Okay, yes. Okay, intoxicants. الميسر الكبير المنفعة. The intoxicants. Okay, this is talking about intoxicants, but it's not really saying like drunk. While you're intoxicated, أيها الذين لا تقربوا الصلوات وأنتم See this right here. This is sukara. Okay, this means drunk. Okay, this is the word that means drunk in Arabic. Okay, not yanzifun. Yanzifun means to bleed. Sukara means drunk. Okay, and here you have it. You actually have the word in the Quran. So the Quran has the word for drunk. Sukara. Okay, it has the word for drunk. And that word yenzifun does not mean drunk. It means bleeding. And that is dangerous. And that's like, what the heck are they talking about? And so if I ever get to talk to Muhammad Hijab, I want to ask him about this. I want to ask him, what does it mean that these boys, because he speaks Arabic, and so he's going to know what it means. And he knows that the word yenzifun does not mean drunk. Okay, so anyway, so I just wanted to show you a couple places where the word is used in the Quran. Yuskarun. Okay, here it is again. Okay, intoxicated. So again, there's the word right there. Sakara, intoxication. That's the word for drunk, not yenzifun. And so, the Quran does have the word for drunk. The Quran does have the word for drunk, and it's not yanzifun. And so yanzifun means something else, and it's talking about something else. Okay, and drunk. Oops. I've been working on this for a while, so I got so many. Okay, okay. Okay, great. Intoxicant. Khamr Miyassar. Okay. All right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the word sakran. Sakran is the word in Arabic for drunk. And I'm going to just put it in Arabic and see how many words come up. Okay, sakran. Okay, sakran. Sakran. See if it has the word. Okay. Uh-huh. Sakara. Sakara. Okay, intoxicants. Uh-huh. Sakara. It's in there a lot. It's in there a lot. The Quran knows the word for drunk, and it's not the word yanzifun. It means sakara. It means that verse is talking about something else. All of this to show that verse is talking about something about those boys. Sakara. Here it is. Here it is, the Arabic. Sakara. Here it is again in the Arabic. Sakara. Okay. Here's again. Sukara. Okay. Here it is again. Sukara. Okay. So it's got the word for drunk. The sukaritun. The Quran uses this word drunk a lot. And it has the word, yeah, khamr means, yeah, yes, khamr means wine. Yeah, khamr is the actual wine, and so, but the word drunk, sukarat, sukarat, to be drunk, okay? It's in here so many times. It's used in the Quran so many times that you can't say the Quran just came up with this crazy one time. They want to say here here it is, intoxicated, and they use the word yanzifun, which is to bleed. This means something else. This means something else. And so anyway, I just wanted to show this, that the words tiskar is the word in Arabic for to be drunk. Tiskar, sakara. And it's used in the Quran. It's not strange to the Quran. So the Quran knows the right word for drunk. Same way it knows the right word for udrubuhunna. The Quran is very clear Arabic. It's kalam Allah al-mubin, the clear words of Allah. Okay, and so anyway, that's all. I just wanted to kind of show you something about that today, and show you that those two verses about those boys are desperately evil, and they don't mean drunk. Okay, okay. Here, let me make a copy of this and send it. Just one look at you, I started to leave. Let me see how I can say that. Copy. Oops. Okay. Copy. Okay. Sometimes it's so hard to do a screenshot. Yeah, but I'll just read it to you here. Our brother Truth Defender sent it to me. It says the word sukaran refers to a state of being in drunkenness or intoxication. O you who have believed, do not approach prayer while you're in a state of sukara, meaning drunkenness. The singular masculine from the word drunk person. Sakar, a noun referring to intoxication or state of drunkenness. And all that, all that, the whole purpose of this is not really to teach you how to say drunk in Arabic, but just to show you that when it's talking about those boys in paradise, and it says that they will not yanzifun. Right here, this is the verse. La anha yanzifun, and they translate it intoxicated. No, there is a word for intoxicated. Yiskarun. La yiskarun anha. They will not be drunken by it. Not yanzifun. Yanzifun means to bleed, which makes it very bad, very, very, very bad. But that is what the word yanzifun means. Okay, and just one last thing I'm going to do. One last thing, I'm going to go to Google Translate here to show it to you. Even though I think it's been proven beyond any shadow of a doubt what this means. Okay. Okay. Google Translate. Okay. I'm going to put the word yanzifun in Arabic and then look at what it means. Yanzifun. They are bleeding. It doesn't mean drunk. Here, let me put sakaranin. Sakaru. No. No, it's yaskaru. Yaskaru. Intoxicated. Yaskar. Intoxicated. See? That means intoxicated. Yaskar. Okay, but yanzifun means to bleed. And so those verses in the Quran, the two verses, 37:47 and 56:19, is talking about something else, about those boys. Okay. 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 All right, you guys. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. That was really my point tonight. And so it's probably because when they violate, they bleed. Yeah. 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 You know what? There's just no way around it. That word yenzifun does not mean intoxication. It does not mean intoxication. It does not mean to be drunk. It means to bleed. And 2 times it's in there. And it's about these boys. It's about these boys. And so anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. So I just wanted to do kind of a late night thing here. And don't know if we have any Muslims. If there's any Muslims who'd like to come up, I'm sure nobody wants to defend this verse. But if you do, I'll wait a few seconds here. And tonight we'll make it a short night, a short live stream. Usually I try to go for an hour, but I actually made it a half hour, exactly a half hour tonight. Yeah, I've been thinking about this for 3 days. You know, if I think about something and then I don't do it, then it keeps nagging at me. I feel like I should have done it. So anyway, now I did it. So okay, it doesn't look like anybody's coming up tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and truth offender. Don't be shy, Muslims. لا تنزفون. لا تستحون. And the Arabic word for be shy is لا تستحون. لا تستحون. ما تستحوش. تعالوا حبايبي. بس بدي اياكم تشوفوا انه هذا الكلام اللي مكتوب في القرآن، إذا عندكم أي تفسير آخر، إذا في تفسير آخر، شو معناه؟ يا مسلمين حبايبي، تعالوا شوفوا هذه الآية. بالذات بدي أرجع أشوف هذه الآية. خليني أفرجيكم الآية هذه يعني في القرآن. أوكي، شوف هذا سورة الواقعة. شوف شو مكتوب في هذه الآية في هذه السورة. أوكي، في جنة أولئك مقربون في جنة النعيم. أوكي، أنتوا شايفين ولا لا؟ خليني أحطها على الشاشة مشان تشوفوا. أنا بعرف أغلب المسلمين بيقروش القرآن، ما بعرفوش شو مكتوب فيها، لكن خليني أقرأ لكم شو مكتوب. أولئك مقربون في جنة النعيم ثلة من الأولين وقليل من الآخرين على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين يعني facing each other. يا مسلمين اسمعوا، هذا مكتوب في القرآن، روحوا اقروها يا مسلمين. يطف عليهم، هذا في الجنة، ولدان مخلدون. يطف عليهم ولدان يعني أولاد مخلدون، يعني للأبد هم أولاد صغار، بأكواب أباريق وكأس من معين لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون. يا مسلمين شو معنى لا ينزفون؟ مين اللي ما بينزف؟ مين اللي ما بينزف؟ ليش النزيف؟ شو دخل النزيف في هذا الموضوع؟ ولا ينزفون، شو معنى هالكلام؟ عندكم تشريع ممكن تفسروا شو معنى هذا الكلام؟ ولا ينزفون. And you guys have already been to all of the all of the tafsirs about this to see maybe somebody's going to explain this for us, and they all say the same thing, that it's drunkenness, because they're ashamed of what this is, and it is a shameful thing. So just for just for next just for fun. It's not really fun, but let's look at the tafsirs. Let's see what Ibn Abbas says about this. Ibn Abbas, a lot of them want to stay away from it wisely. Okay, let's look at 56, 17, 19 actually. Okay, wherefore there's no aching from drinking, nor do they get intoxicated. Okay, see, they all are lying. Let's see if Ayatollah Khomeini, sometimes you guys is, he's really out there. So he sometimes says things that others won't say. Okay. Okay, he's bewildered by the wide-eyed maidens. Okay, let's see okay, that's him. Kashf al-Asrar, that's Ayatollah Khomeini. Jalalain, let's see what Jalalain says. So Jalalain delves into the depths, where they suffer no headache nor stupefaction. Yanzifun, respectively, derived from nazafa. Anzafa is shuraba, the drinker becomes inebriated. In other words, they do not get a headache nor they lose their senses. Right. Let's see Kashani. Now this is someone that we don't usually look at, but no, he doesn't even want to touch it. Rightly. Ibn Kathir, I know he doesn't touch it. 56, 19. sometimes, there's 13, but sometimes he'll go, Khalil bin al-Akharin. Okay, he does have it, but okay. La, okay. Surar, okay. Muttaqin alayha, yatuf alayhum wildan. Immortal boys will go around them who will never grow up or get old or change in shape. Yo, boy, yeah. That's enough right there to give you stomach ache. Meaning they will never get headaches from this wine. Rather, this wine does not affect their minds, though it is strong and tremendously delightful taste. Ad-Dahak reported from Ibn Abbas, the wine has 4 side effects. It intoxicates. Oh, okay, wine of this world. Intoxicates, give headaches, induces vomiting, and excessive urine. So Allah mentioned that the wine of paradise is free from these, but that's not what it says. It says they don't bleed. Yeah, Ibn Kathir. Expected you at least, to be honest. Let's see if Maududi, because Maududi is more modern. Okay, let's try it again. Sometimes I don't know what happens. Okay, Maududi. 56, 17. Let's see if he did. This guy's a little bit more modern than the other guys, so sometimes they'll be a little bit more brave. Okay, he has 17. I don't know if he'll have 19. One major blessing in paradise. Okay. Okay. This implies boys who will ever remain boys, stay young, and that these will be children of the people who died before reaching maturity. Therefore, they will neither have any good works or credit, okay, and nor be punished. So instead, they will be pouring wine for all eternity. They'll be slaves for all eternity, and they won't grow up. He didn't make it any better. Al-Kushayri, I don't think he goes. No, he doesn't. Al-Tustari, okay. This guy always is an issue. Asbab al-Nuzul. Asbab al-Nuzul every now and then has surprises. Not today, though. Okay. Okay. You know what I need to do is I need to go to some of the other Arabic, because there's tafsirs. There's also al-Tafsir, tafsir.org. And I know this can get very boring because if you don't know the Arabic, and even if you know the Arabic, it can get boring. But tafsir, is it tafsir? Why is it taking so long? Tafsir. Okay. Tafsir.org. Just one look. Oh, hey. And it's like not only are they slaves forever, it's just like the hello, Emmanuel. God bless you, bro. It's kind of like the women. Those women are made special creation just to have sex. That's all they're good for. That's all Allah made them for. How could any woman want that? How could any woman, I mean, like on earth now, think that that's a good thing? They're made just to follow the God of Abraham. Why is Jannah completely different? Yeah. Yes, different deity for sure. Satan. Yeah. I mean, these women are slaves. They're sex slaves. That's all they are for eternity. And I don't understand why any Muslim woman is okay with that. I don't understand why any Muslim woman is okay with that. Tafsir.org. I'm not finding the tafsir.org, you guys. I kind of would like to see well, maybe I'll go from here. Let me see. Tafsir, okay. Because it's it has the commentary in Arabic, and in Arabic they'll say stuff that they won't say in English. So, so I like to sometimes take it and then go. Let me just see. You know what? I don't have to get up early tomorrow, and so I can. Okay, okay. Let's see. Tabari. Well, let's go some of the nastier one. Let's see what Al-Qurtubi says. Tabarsi, Zamashkhari. Zamashkhari, he says some crazy stuff. Let's see what he says about this. Okay, يطوف عليهم لا ينزفون. Okay, I'm going to put the word ينزفون. So see what they say about it. ينزفون. Okay. ثلتان جميعا من أمته. Oh, there's a page 2 to this. Can you imagine? This needs to have a page 2. أولاد الكفار خدام أهل الجنة. Okay, these are the children of unbelievers. These boys are the slaves of unbelievers. So if you have a boy and he's an unbeliever and you're an unbeliever, you're not Muslim, your son is going to be pouring wine for the Muslim men for eternity. And your kids will never grow up. They'll never grow up. So okay, that's what this says. You know what? That's I think that's worth a live stream, Okay. أولاد الكفار. Okay, sons of the unbelievers. أولاد الكفار. الغول. Okay, I don't see it doesn't talk about the bleeding. It doesn't talk about the bleeding. As Zamashkhari avoided that very. Tabarsi? Razi. Okay, Razi, you know what? Sometimes okay. Like I said, sometimes I like him. لا ينزفون عنها ولا ينفدونها من الصداع. Okay. لا ينزفون لا يسكرون. Okay, they're saying it. There's the word يسكروا. Okay, it doesn't. They're not going to be drunk. لا يفقدون. Okay, لا ينزفون بمعنى لا ينفد شرابهم. لا ينزفون فالترتيب حسن. You know what? I'm going to translate this all into English just because he does a lot of different definitions of what La Yanzafun means. And let's see what it says. Let's read it together, you guys. And please bring your barf bags with you. Share screen. I think they're going to be safe. They're not going to want to really show you the real. Okay. He said about it, describing a man who drinks a lot and who has a strong hold on it. You say he does not get a headache from such and such wine. Okay. He does not get a headache. Third issue, God Almighty's statement, and they will not get intoxicated, has already been explained. It's worth mentioning here the meaning of they will not get intoxicated is that they will not become drunk. They will not have headaches or suffer headaches, that they will not lose consciousness, the order. Okay. But the not cause intoxication, nor little. Okay. They will not be intoxicated. You see, they're not He's avoiding translating it correctly. It means they do not get headaches. Okay, they do not get headaches. They do not get headaches. Yeah, but they won't say what it really means. يخرجون عمن. Okay, you know, a Razi. I don't know if one of them. I'm kind of curious what Al-Qurtubi. Here, this is Al-Qurtubi. Let's see what he says. Okay. Okay. ينزفون. Let's say ينزفون ولا ينزفون. الكوثر قال أعطانا. Okay. Of course, this is such an important topic. There's 3 pages on it. But let's just see this tiny part here. See what it means. Paste. They will not get intoxicated, will not become drunks or lose their mind, meaning they will not be separated, as in the verse. They will not be intoxicated. It's not what it says. Even in Qurtubi, he usually has some. Let me see. And Suyuti, Al-Baydawi, I don't think he's going to say the truth. Shukani. Sometimes it's good to see some of the older, because the older one, Al-Baghawi, a name like that, Al-Baghawi. ينزفون. Okay, ولا ينزفون عنها لا يسكرون هذا. Okay, let's just look at one paragraph that he has to say about this. Okay. Copy. This will be the last one, you guys. I don't want to keep you guys up forever here looking at these Arabic. Why is the Arabic so short in the English? I'm not sure exactly. Sometimes because they're not sure exactly how to translate it. Just like with the Quran, they like with the Quran, I mean, they translate it however they want. They don't really. So they add a bunch of different words. There will circulate among them for service immortal youths, young boys who will never die, age, or change. Al-Farra said, the Arabs say of someone who has grown old but whose hair has not turned gray, he is immortal. Ibn Qaysan said it means youths who do not change from one state to another. Sayyid Jubair said they are adorned. It is said adorned his slave girl with an earring. Al-Hasan said, children of the people of this world who had no good deeds to be rewarded, nor bad deeds to be punished for, because there's no childbirth in paradise. They are the servants of the people of paradise, with goblets and pitchers. The goblets, plural of goblet. Yeah, goblets, you guys, is the plural of goblet, just so you understand that, which are round mouth cups without handles or stuff. The pitchers are the give me a break, man. Okay. I choose something when you will choose. Okay. I choose something when you take the best of it. The flesh of bird. Yeah, they talk about the flesh of birds. Okay. So this is just not really saying very much that we don't already know. So yeah, but just think about that. Just think about that. They say, Muslims say that, you can't punish the child for the father's sins or whatever. And yet, these boys are being punished for their parents' sins. And the punishment is that they're going to be these eternal boys for all eternity to pour wine. And each man is going to get like 80,000 of these boys. Boy, yay! 80,000 of them. What are you going to do with 80,000 of these boys? What are you going to do with 80,000 of these boys, you guys? I mean, think about it. This needs to go, we need to go to sunnah.com. Uh, uh, I think this is Ibn Majah. Okay. ولدان مخلدون. Okay. البقرة ولدان مخلدون. Where does it say? Does anyone know where it says you get 80,000 of these boys? I know this is disgusting, you guys, but let me see. Let's ask Grok. Oh, there's Grok. Oh, no. Just one look at you, I started to leave. Okay. How many eternally fresh young boys do Muslims get in Jannah? How many boys do the Muslims get in Jannah? Not gender, Jannah, in heaven. Okay. Wildan Mukhalladun, described as boys. Okay. In the Quran, described as virtuous rewards, both men and women. Among them mentioned are male servants known as Ghulman. Okay. Circulate among them. Circulate among them. Circulate among them young boys made eternal. When you see them, okay. Classical Islamic scholar Ibn Kathir elevated and not for sexual partners, even though there's some that say they are. Their beauty will emphasize luxury and honor. 72 virgins, sexual, not sexual. 7th century. There is one that says that there's 80,000 of them. You know, a harem of boys. Uh, Ghulman. Let me just write that word here. See if that would. Ghulman. Ghulman. Okay. So, see, does anybody know where it talks about the 80,000? That they get 80,000 of them of the Quran? A bunch of words that aren't there. Yes. Yeah. Christian Prince knows about this. He knows exactly. I know there's someplace where it says that they get like 80,000 of these boys, and it's I mean, even if it was just three or four, it's like, dang, they're forever little boys, forever. And so, yeah, a bunch of Peter Pans, exactly, like Michael Jackson. I heard somebody call Michael Jackson Peter Pan once. That's why I said that. Yeah, it really is really demonic, really evil. And I'm just as bad. I mean, there is actually a guy who was a Muslim gay guy, and he was a Muslim gay scholar or something. And he said these boys they are for sexual pleasure. And so, but uh, most Muslims won't say that. Most Muslim scholars won't say that, but there is some that did say that. So anyway, but the word Yenzifun is the key word there. If it wasn't for that word, you'd have this, cupids, little cupids, with wine and pitchers and stuff, and that's it. But they had to add that word Yenzifun. Because they add that word Yenzifun, all of a sudden it changes everything. It means to bleed, and all that creates so many questions. Like, what the heck are they talking about? You know, and so anyway, I've talked about this before, and I know there's others have talked about it, but it's still in the Quran. They haven't taken it out. They do still mistranslate it in English, but in the Arabic, it's still the same. I'd love to hear a Muslim come up and talk about it. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put another invite in case there's a Muslim here who would like to come up and explain this for us. If you'd like to come up and explain it for us, here's another opportunity. And we've actually ended up making it to an hour, by the way, you guys. I was going to end it at a half hour, but we ended up making it a whole hour. So I feel so dirty talking about stuff like this. I hate it. I hate it, but it's there. It's in the book, and it's you can't ignore it. You have to read. You have to read what it says, and then try to understand it. And if they're trying to deceive people about it, you got to speak the truth. And so, all right. Well, it's 59. We made it to 59 minutes now. So, all right, we're going to be done here in a few seconds. But in the meantime, here is the link. If anybody would like to come up, you're welcome. And to help us understand. لا ينزفون عنها. I wonder if the Sunnah says anything about that. I wonder if the Sunnah says anything about this. ولدان مخلدون وغلمان غلمان مخلدون. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and call it a night then. Thank you guys for being here. And if you haven't done it, please do it now. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. Jesus, help me. Oh, what is that? You find the reliance of the travel. There's an Arab column is often either much longer or much shorter than the English. Oh, okay. For the language, why the English is so much longer or the Arabic is longer. You know, sometimes I've noticed that sometimes the Arabic uh, is much shorter, yeah, than the English. But I've also noticed the opposite sometimes too. So all right, you guys. Thank you again. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. يسوع ساعدني. يسوع سامحني. يسوع ادخل قلبي. We love you, but much more importantly, he loves you. Thank you guys for being with us. Have a great night. See if I, you know what? Hasn't it been too long? Hasn't it been too long since you've heard two guys talking about Satan urinating in your ears?
Yeah, Ustad.
Regarding the man who slept through the night until the morning, did he not perform the Isha and the Fajr? Did he perform the Fajr and the Isha Salah?
Which man?
The one of the shaitan urinated in his ears. He said he slept from night until morning. Did he perform his Fard Salah?
It doesn't. This one, it doesn't matter whether you have slept for the Fajr prayer or whether you have slept for the Qiyam that you are got used to it. So you're talking about this hadith. Recite the hadith, please, again in English.
Abdullah ibn Mas'ud reported, mention was made before the Prophet ﷺ of a man who slept throughout the night till morning. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ remarked, he is a man in whose ears Satan had urinated.
طيب. This person, it looks like he did not pray the Fajr. Okay, he did not pray the Fajr. And here when it's urination, it doesn't mean maybe that you are a bad person. But you could be as well, whom a person is good, with the shaitan blocked your ears from hearing, for example, your alarm. Blocked your ears from having the sense that the Fajr is on. Okay? So the shaitan will try his best to block anything that would get you up to the ibadah. That's what it means. Here, until he had actually, hatta asbah, it means he had actually missed the qiyam and missed also the Fajr prayer. Wallahu a'lam.